Hello and welcome back. I am going back to my roots, back to doing the adventure games, which is what I'm best at and I enjoy so much. So we are going to play Amerzone. They recently did an upgrade on it, a whole reworking of it, and so I've played it before in the old version. We are going to play this newer version. I don't think I ever recorded it on my website on my YouTube channel before, but we're going to record it now. You can see I played around with it a little bit, but we're going to make a whole new profile and start all over with a brand new game. This is a very, very fun game. Let's see, we want to be either a seeker or an adventurer, or traveler or an adventurer. One gives a little more help than the other one, but I think we're going to be an adventurer. Let's challenge ourselves since I have played it before. That should be interesting. Okay, we're on our way to somewhere in France. In loving memory, Benoit Sokol. Yes, he has passed on, but he made some excellent games. He made this game and Siberia, all of the Siberia games. I think he did some others, but they're excellent, excellent games. Very, very much enjoy them. I have turned down the sound and basically doing a voiceover at the moment because of the music. The game. Okay. That's going to be a little more manageable. I think we can tweak it a little more if we need to, but look at the graphics on this. They've updated the graphics. I know they're doing that with a lot of games now, and you end up replaying games you've already played, but that's fine by me. This is a good game. So we don't mind. I may have to turn the music off so I don't get copyright strikes, because sometimes I know when I was playing.
You're the journalist, aren't you? I gave him your letter the other day. The professor's probably read it. He received another letter this morning. I put it in his mailbox. It was a letter from the museum. Letters from the museum. They always mean trouble. Hey, maybe you could take it to him. He has trouble moving around, you know. He's an old man. You know what I mean. You want my advice? He should see a doctor. Well, that's what I think anyway. Oh, and have a care. It looks like something fell from your bag over there. Well, then have a nice day.
Okay, so I guess we better go over there and see what fell from our bag. Right there it looks like. Nice. Okay. Okay, I had to go look because it was driving me crazy. And it is Siberia is the game I was trying to think of that I know I did record, made by Benoit Sokol. And they're doing a newer version of that, also an upgraded version. So that's exciting. But let's get back to Amerzone. Professor Alexander Valemboy. I'm bad with French. He awaits you at his lighthouse in Brittany. Despite his unsavory reputation, he is the only expert in the little-known Amerzone, and we absolutely have to fill those last pages in the feature that Camille left so empty. Valemboy seems to have enjoyed your communications. Get what you can from him face to face and get back to Paris as soon as possible. The accounts department refuses to cover any hotel fees for this report. Emma Fitzgerald, Editor-in-Chief, Mondial Magazine. Okay, so I guess that's what we're going to have to do. Go to return to game. So let's go to the lighthouse. And we're going to get our credits and things as we're going. This is pretty. It's been a long, long time since I've played Amerzone, so this will be fun with the new look and everything. And I believe they included some new puzzles too. Oh, okay. My mouse wheel will give me a closer look. Will it on here too? Yeah, it will. Oh. Okay, it only goes slightly. It doesn't go all the way. Okay, so it's at 340, 350, 357. You know, I've played enough Myst to know that things like that can be important. Langriven Peninsula. I like that. That's cool that he lifts his hand up over, like, hello there. Okay, let's go on down here and see what we get.
My friend, this old fool is overjoyed that your editor has finally decided to send you to interview me in person. As pleasant as it has been, our recent correspondence will not allow me to discuss certain subjects as freely as I would like. The subject of your special issue, the Amerzone. You must be aware that it hits very close to home for me. That mysterious land is both the source of my greatest joys and my deepest disgrace. As my old friends at the museum have probably told you. But no matter what they say, I know what really happened over there in the 30s, when my companions and I ventured into the unknown wilds.
Okay. This is pretty much a point-and-click game. You can move your view.
My friends and I, we
cutscenes.
caused harm. Harm that I am determined to heal today. But I need your help. Not only to finally bring my version of what happened to light, but perhaps to do even more. Time is running out. So, safe travels, my friend. I am quite pleased to welcome you to my humble abode. Signed, Professor Alexandre Valenbois.
Okay, yeah, he does much better on those French words than I do. Take Valenbois' mail. There it is right there. You can directly control most mechanical elements in your surroundings when the hand icon is displayed. Click and hold the left mouse button. Move the mouse in the direction shown. Okay. Examining objects from all angles will help you discover useful information, sometimes even specific actions. Hold the left mouse button to rotate an object, then use your mouse to move the cursor until it changes. The magnifying glass cursor reveals useful information. The pointer cursor enables you to perform a specific action. Okay. A letter from the museum. Museum of Natural History, Jardin des Plantes, Paris. Mr. Alexander Valenbois. I'm bad at the French. Mr. Valenbois, we have thoroughly examined your plans for a new expedition to the Amerzone and regret to inform you that we are unable to give a positive response to your grant request. First, the present economic situation does not permit us to finance such a risky expedition. Second, my colleagues and I are of the opinion that, unfortunately, You still have not renounced that empirical fallacy which was once at the root of a lengthy dispute between yourself and the museum. This venerable institution, which I now have the honor of representing, still remembers the bitter disappointment and mockery within the scientific community that resulted from your first expedition in 1932, which we had been weak enough to sanction in the first place. Just as my honorable predecessors did back then, I will warn you against the dangers of such an undertaking, where adventurous fantasy prevails over strict scientific rigor. Edouard Merlot, Curator. Okay. Well, they don't want us to go on this expedition, apparently. So, let's go on into the lighthouse and see what's going on. Your journal has just been updated. The different tabs contain all the items and documents you've collected, your objectives, progressive hints for solving them, and lots of other useful information. Remember to check it off, and you can open it from the right-click radial menu or by using the dedicated keyboard shortcut. Okay, so right-click, and we got the menu, or tab, I believe, yeah. Mission: collect my documents before I left for Paris. Miss Fitzgerald, my editor-in-chief, gave me some important documents for my article. Go to the lighthouse. The old professor I'm supposed to interview, Alexander Vellembois, lives as a recluse in the Rochers-Nor lighthouse. Take his mail. The mailman told me that Professor Vellembois received an important letter this morning from the Natural History Museum in Paris. Enter the lighthouse. Now that I've retrieved the letter from the museum, I just have to get past this gate into the lighthouse. What is this one? This is my diary. It has finally happened. After months of waiting, unanswered requests, and some fairly desperate reminders, Mondial magazine has finally given me some work, my first gig. The magazine needs something to round off its end-of-year geography feature. It will be dedicated to a little-known South American country, Amerzone. It's next to Brazil, apparently, though I must admit I've never heard of it. My initial research hasn't turned anything up so far. I'll have to try and find an expert on the subject. I've just come out of a meeting with Miss Fitzgerald, editor-in-chief of Mondial magazine. She wants me to dedicate my section of the Amerzone feature to one of the rarest, if not the only, experts I was able to identify, Professor Alexander Vellembois. The eccentric old man apparently lives as a recluse in a lighthouse in Brittany, and would only agree to communicate by letter. Miss Fitzgerald wants me to find out as much as possible from him. Vellembois isn't getting any younger, and his health is on the decline. Time to get out my finest pen. I posted the letter to Professor Vellembois this morning. I feel like a kid on Christmas Eve. It might not win me a Pulitzer, but this piece might finally get me my press card. The excitement is beginning to wear off. I spoke to the researchers at the Natural History Museum this morning who were in contact with Alexander Vellembois. They painted a rather contrasting picture. Specifically, they accused him of falsifying his purported discoveries during the expedition to Amerzone he led in the 1930s. Needless to say, with a contact like that, I'd be lucky if my article ended up as a sidebar to the work of my more reputable colleagues. Let's face it, Mondial magazine tossed the work my way because none of their lead reporters would take it. Tried a third time, still no answer from Vellembois. This job is slipping through my fingers. Perhaps it's for the best. Professor Vellembois has replied. His letter was quite terse, but I got the impression he wasn't against the idea of talking to me about Amerzone. We're back in business. Slight turn of events. Miss Fitzgerald called me this morning. Apparently, one of the magazine's reporters, Camille M., was injured while on assignment at the zoo. a snake bite, and therefore can't provide her contribution to the Amerzone feature. That leaves 3 pages in the special issues to be filled urgently. Miss Fitzgerald wants me to leave for Brittany this Friday to conduct a full-length interview with Professor Valenbois. She's already told him I need to bring back something to fill the pages left empty by my unfortunate colleague, and I've only got tomorrow to prepare my questions. After an interminable journey, I'm finally here at the bottom of the Rochers Noirs lighthouse, somewhere near the tip of the Longgraven Peninsula in Brittany. The big interview for my article will take place here, the home of Professor Alexander Valenbois, recluse, zoologist, and expert on Amerzone. Everything's ready. I took great care in preparing for our interview, and I even brought my good old blank press card, my totem to remind me why I took on this assignment. It should only take a few hours. I'll be back in Paris by tonight. Okay, and then we have our press card, things I can use, and then we have the return ticket, instructions, and a letter from the museum. These are things I can read. There we go. Did we read the letter from the museum? I'm not sure. Yes, we did. Okay. I gotta get used to hitting that middle button to close. Well, let's walk around here a little bit and see what's up, because I always like to explore. This is very pretty. Ooh. Are we going to be able to turn dials? What is this? A cage or something? Wow. It goes all the way up there. An elevator? I wonder if we're going to get to take the elevator. Look, we have escaping steam. Oh, and then we have the back door. And we can go out there too. Let's finish walking around the lighthouse. Oh, was that back to the front door? I bet it was. Okay, never mind. So that's all where we came from. Okay, so there's an elevator off to the side. We're in the back or something. We'll have to remember that. As you progress along your journey, you may find investigative material, evidence that will help you unlock additional articles for your report. You don't have to conduct these investigations, but completing them will enable you to discover additional content and delve into the secondary elements of the story. Well, we'll do our best to do it. Investigations are recorded in the dedicated tab in your journal. Open it via the right-click on radial menu or use the dedicated keyboard shortcut. Keep your eyes peeled and don't be afraid to go off the beaten path. Okay. Find Alexander Valenbois. That's our first objective. And that would be right here. Okay. We have a letter. Letter from a teacher, Ariane Dumont, Tourville Elementary School, June 8, 1998. Professor Valenbois, I've been told you no longer want to teach your workshop next year after a disagreement with a parent of one of our pupils. For what it's worth, I sincerely think that you shouldn't take the comments of this individual, who is already notorious within our team, to heart. No one thinks you're a charlatan. You're a scientist, and the children love you. Year after year, I see how fascinated they are, and their teacher too, by your sessions on the Amerzonian goose, and so I hoped I might change your mind by writing to you, To help persuade you, little Sophia, who was also mesmerized by your last workshop, asked me to send you something I've attached to this letter, along with the usual sign-up form for external educators. I hope you'll send it back to me filled in as usual. Warmest regards. Okay. A second life as a recluse. You'll find it in your investigations. Is that this one? Rocher's new lighthouse. Local investigations. Long-term investigations. Okay. I must find material relevant to this investigation in order to initiate it. All right. I think Rocher's new lighthouse. Since Manda magazine asked me to contribute, I felt as if I've unveiled a case. I need to investigate. Okay. So we need to investigate all these. A second life as a recluse. Article. Upon his return from his expedition to Amerzone in the 1930s, Professor Valenbois became the laughingstock of the scientific community. He then secluded himself in his old lighthouse. I'd like to dig a little deeper into this little-known part of his past. And we got a letter from the teacher. Okay. This is the back. And then we have Longrevan Scarlet Goose. Longrevan Scarlet Goose. I thought we saw one of those. According to this letter, until recently, Professor Valenbois was still giving talks about the Amerzone school. So I need to find other things about that. Okay. And that's, so far, the two things we've got to do. And then these are the long-term ones. Okay. Okay, I think I'm understanding how it's going. It just froze up on me. Okay, shall we go upstairs first and then we'll explore the base? Well, let's see what we have down here. It's locked, huh? Yeah, so we're going to need a key for that. And all we have is a blank press card, which is not going to help us. So, oh, see, I keep thinking the right click is the back button. That was what I would rather do to go back, but I'll learn. I'll learn and we'll get this figured out. I don't know why my voice is so raspy. Climbing up the lighthouse.
You are the journalist, aren't you?
Oh, there he is.
Come.
Okay. So we found him.
Amerzone. Amerzone. Too late for me. Too late. It's all over for me. I'm no longer in good health, my friend. It's a pity, but what can I do? In any case, Amerzone, all that. No one ever believed me. So, after all those years, the egg is still alive. Alive. Yes. I had planned to take it back over there to Amerzone. My expedition was ready, and all planned to the smallest detail. And now, I have no strength left. You must go for me. You must go. Take the egg back. Take the egg of the white birds back to Amerzone. I beg you, please. You will find everything you need right here in the lighthouse. You must go to the basement. Please. You must help. For her.
Wow. Seems we got here just in time. So we need to take the egg to the Amerzone. We didn't get to interview him, but we need to go to Amerzone. Okay. You can reveal all the possible interactions around you by holding down the Alt key. To find the icons represented by the eye symbol, you must move the camera. Okay. And somewhere out there is the Temple of Flight, then the volcanic crater, and there, perhaps, redemption. Amerzone Falls. The Ovo Velohos village, is it still there? Letter from the president's office. I'll let you guys read it at your leisure. They can't process his application for a visa to enter Amerzone. A new investigation. Velembois egg. You'll find it in your investigations. The Velembois egg. With his latest breath and near delirious, Professor Velembois begged me to take an egg back to Amerzone, an egg of the white birds, which after all those years is still alive. I know I should call emergency services and wait patiently. His visa was refused. Okay, we knew that. Let's go back to this. A country under lock and key. Okay. So the visa was refused. Yeah, we got all that. And that's the one that collect all investigative material related to this article to unlock it. The ambition of making his country shine on the international stage, but if that's the case, why did he seal off the border so tightly? What could justify such secrecy? Wow, this is going to be way more involved than I remembered it being before. Antonio Alvarez, despot of Amerzone. As I explored Alexander Velembois' lighthouse, I discovered that the old professor really had known Antonio Alvarez, the despot who's been ruling over Amerzone with an iron fist for decades. It's certainly an unusual friendship. I'd be interested to learn more about it. Okay. So I have to... And we already saw that the visa was refused. We're seeing that in a lot of different places. Okay, so that was everything there. What is this? Okay, now we have to go to the basement, it looks like. All right. Did we look at this? The fishermen. The fishermen we met on Shipwreck Island during the 1932 expedition. All right. Is this the despot? Antonio Alvarez. What has become of you, old friend? Okay, so that's another one of the things here. He was an old friend. Okay. Boy, this is going to be way more involved than I remember it being before. The capital of Amerzone, Alvarezopolis. A place to be avoided. Strange creatures best avoided. Amerzone Falls. Valenbois, what a surprise after all this time. When I got your letter, you stubborn old mule. All the memories of our trip along the Amerzone River came flooding back. All that madness with your obsession with the white birds, but the country you knew is no more. Since your pal Alvarez took over, speaking of the old legends is forbidden. I've lost a lot of friends, and not only to fermented drinks. Many were crushed under the boots of the military regime. I did warn you, you should never have stolen that egg from the Ovo Velojos. You cursed yourself that day, Valenbois, and with you the whole of Amerzone, and you doomed me too, to watch the results of your folly. Every day, friends dying one by one, and soon I too will follow them. Rum will get the better of me. I am dying, Alexander. But I must forgive you just as I believe you have forgiven me for abandoning you that day deep in the jungle. I will keep this backup diskette that you sent to me. Hide it where you two met. You and you know who. Probably that girl. I will also leave some fuel for your infernal machine as requested. Just be warned that I will probably no longer be here to welcome you when you arrive. Okay. What else do we need to look at? This one? What's more, the Amerzone... Whoops. Let's go back. My old friend Alexander, I believe that I share your feelings of guilt. Here we go. And I received your letter. More than 50 years of silence. Must admit I'd given up all hope. We were too old. He thought he died. My old friend Alexander, I believe that I share your feelings of guilt towards poor Amerzone. We made many mistakes, but only our youth could explain. Today, in the twilight of our years, we want to right our wrongs in this attempt to obtain from our fellow human beings or from ourselves an earthly redemption that pales in comparison to divine justice. All this is very human, I know, but what a folly at your age to set off again through the Amazonian forest and marshlands. You will fail along the way and die out there. What's more, the Amerzone you once knew no longer exists, my dear old fellow. Things have changed here as in the rest of the world. You mentioned the white birds, but I've come to believe that they live on only in the head fumes of intoxication that envelope the few denaturalized and indigenous people who were spared by the inexorable march towards progress. You must think that I am very bitter, Alexander, but if you only knew the sad state that this country is in now, as if it has been hit by an implacable curse, should you persist, however, in your determination to return to Amerzone and stop over at our mission in Puebla as you have planned, note that you will not find the companion and adventures of your youth, but a poor, toothless old man who will nonetheless be delighted to welcome you under his roof. Then, like two exhausted ghosts, we will go and sit on the river bank to watch the sun set on our lives. God be with you, David Mikowski. P.S. I must say I was a little surprised by your request, but I am happy to keep hold of your backup diskette, as you called it. All the more reason for you to stop in and say hello. Okay. Is this something? Oh, an Amerzone route map. Cool. Okay. A journey that starts in France, across the Atlantic to an island, then goes up the Amerzone River to a volcano. That circled island seemed like Villenbois wanted to stop off there. Sketched figures, they look like animals. And nothing on the back. Alright, that's in my inventory now. We can use that. So we read this one. Did we read this one? Oops, go back. We must have. Wait, I didn't want to do that. I want to see if I read this or not. Yeah. Okay, I just lost track of what I've read and what I haven't. Notes on the Amerzone Delta. The Amerzone Delta, where the waters of the enormous river flow into the Atlantic Ocean, a natural border easily accessible, particularly after a stopover on Shipwreck Island. Okay, so that was apparently something important too. We now have a map. Okay. And we have diskette. Did we get it? No, we haven't gotten it. Okay, so it must be around here somewhere. Okay, I think we're done with the bulletin board. So we need to find a key. We need to find a diskette. We need to find a lot of things. Nothing through here. I guess we need to go up. Okay, we have a globe. Oh. I guess I'm not understanding. Okay, this one. Okay, so we need to see what that map looked like, don't we? Where's the map? Okay, so it's at the... You start in France and work your way across the Atlantic to an island that goes up the Amerzone River to a volcano. Okay. So is that what we've got to look for here? Okay, so we've got to start in France. Okay, where was France? Oh, it was where it poked out there. And we saw the little birdies. Okay. I'm guessing that's what I want to do. Okay, France. And then we're going to go across here to this island right here, right? There we go. Whoops, this one. And then we're going to go to the fish. Nope, it's this funny looking thing and then the volcano. So it's over here. No, it wasn't. Okay. I goofed. Because I gotta do it the way that it does it and not click on it. Okay. And then to the island. And now don't click on that, go to the funny looking thing. There we go. This kind of reminds me of that other game, I can't think of anything, so I give up. Valenbois Alexander. 20th of January, 1904. Oh, that's when he was born. Okay. What else do I want? In Paris. Oh, he was going to go to Amerzone, huh? Eyes are blue, I guess is what that means. Anything else we can click on? Nope. And it shows that we must have done everything with that also. So we have his passport. What else can we get from that? This thing. Valenbois remembers various notes that seem to be memos scribbled by Valenbois. One in particular jumps out at you. PW equals birthday. So passport equals birthday. Okay. And what is this? A school pupil's drawing. Sophia. Oh, yes. She liked his story about I don't want to take it with me. Okay. Okay. A second life as a recluse. The pupil's drawing. Okay, and what's this one? Valenbois reminders. How do I read it? Oh, there we go. Yeah. PW equals birthday. Okay, we're going to need a password somewhere. Oh, wait a minute. Go back. There was like a compass. Vorarlberg. Oh, that's a reference to Siberia. Cool. Okay, where else can we go? Let's look at this. Oh, I need to find more slides. Okay. Well, here's one sitting right here. Silhouettes of 3 men, Valenbois and his companions. Okay. It's been added to my inventory. Let's find the other ones first. That goes up. Let's see what's over here.
My dear friend, I am an old man in the twilight of his years. I know now that I will never have the strength to set off again to the Amazon. My only remaining hope resides in convincing you to go in my stead, to make amends for the wrong I have done to that country over 50 years ago.
By taking the egg.
It was in 1929, at the university where I was finishing my studies in natural sciences, that I first heard of the Amazone. I befriended a young law student from that country. His name was Antonio Alvarez, and he was later to become the despotic leader that we now know today. He suggested going with me as my guide and interpreter until we got to the last steps of civilization in his country. A second companion was to join me, the Reverend Father David Makowski, who was burning with desire to perform mission work among the inhabitants of those regions forgotten by the Creator. We set off, therefore, one morning in June 1932 on board the Hydrofloat, a revolutionary invention of mine. Unfortunately, this first prototype had several imperfections. The mechanics of the craft failed us on the way, near Shipwreck Island. A large number of sperm whales had settled there. I feared that we might have hit one of them. It was only by a miracle that we set foot on the shores of the Amazone. But already, my friend, I realize that I am only at the beginning of this tragic story. If you want to find out about what follows, it will be waiting for you in the basement. Your next destination, should you decide to replace me for this new journey.
Okay. And there's the key. You have found Professor Valenbois' travel journal, the memoirs of his first expedition to Amerzone. It is an inexhaustible mine of information about the mysterious country. Some of it may prove useful. You can access Valenbois' travel journals using the keyboard shortcut V. Okay, V. Okay. I remember this because, yeah, it's got a lot of important information in it. And we're going to be using some of this later in the game. Different insects. We're just not going to read it. We'll just kind of scan it right now. But yeah, we are going to be referring back to this, I remember. Okay. So it kind of lets you see what each section is. All right. That's cool. Let's take the key, which is most likely the key to the soul. Labeled the basement. So it's been added to my inventory. I don't need to go look. We know what a key looks like. Shall we go upstairs? See if we have more slides. Excuse me. Because we want to investigate everything, right? We're not going to rush off right to the basement. No, we're going to look around. What have we got here? Birds? Things? A book. Encyclopedia of Ornithology. The book is open at a page about the Amerzone hawko. The page shows a female on the left and a male on the right. So that's a hawko? Okay. Is that... Oh, that's slide 2. And the key to the basement. Okay. I don't know if that was important to know. But, okay, let's come back here. Nope, we're going to turn around. And look at what big old flat alligator. Or a crocodile. Caphyrtus horribilis. Specimen seems to have seen some sort of venom gland. So am I going to take that? Just something to note, apparently. Okay, I think we've done everything up here. Let's go back down. We still need to find some more slides, don't we? Where are the slides? It's not in here. Did I miss it upstairs? Slides, 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 slides. Oh, we can go up more? Okay. Plans, illustrations of the hydrofloat, a machine Valenbois appears to have done a lot of work on. Okay. I did play with this when it was in a demo form, because I got as far as taking off in the hydro float, and then that's where it ended. So what do I want here? A blank press card? No. How do I move it? A key? No. Oh, I can't. Oh, here we go. Do I want the date? Not that. Not the route map. So I don't have whatever I need there. It turns to a hand right here. Oh, there we go. So am I going to have a tape or something, it looks like? Oh, which is sitting right there, right next to it. Haha. Okay. Antonia A. 1996, recent recording of the Amerzonian dictator. Okay. That's what we will listen to in here. Okay, where to go? Blank press card. There it is. VHS tape. Do I have to hit play?
Amerzone is a powerful country, and the people of Amerzone are its symbol. I am the father of the Amazonian people, and as this nation among long live Amazone! Long live progress! Progress will liberate us, separate us from the romantic nonsense of the savages. Progress will burst open the door to the modern world so that we, the people of Amerzone, may enter and take our rightful place.
It must be that he turned evil or something, huh? Okay. Let's look at our little journal thing here. Antonio Alvarez, despot of Amerzone. A despot clinging on to power. Okay. And that's going to be found elsewhere. What's this? Is this just pointing out that I have the tape? Yeah. Okay. Whoops, go away. Let's now... Oh, I didn't... Something's not right here. It froze. There we go. Okay, we're going to have to go back up because I did not mean to come down. I was just trying to move. Okay, so we looked at that. We looked at that. Was there anything? Oh, there's a book. All about Antonio Alvarez. Grew up in a poor family. Outstanding student. La-di-da-di-da. I'm sure it's something we're going to need. But not right at the moment. So I'm going to just let it be. Resistance in Amerzone. Okay. Essay about... Oh, was that his essay? He crushed the armed resistance who had joined together against him, led by the local indigenous tribes. Ooh, they didn't like him. Can we go out there too? We need to find some more slides. We're not finding slides. What is all this? Notes upon notes upon notes. Oh, that just lets me look at it again. Okay. It's like I was trying to solve some kind of equation or something. Let's go out here and see what's going on. Ooh. birds. Hi, birds. Oh, it's a compass that spins around in the corner there. What's this? Oh, the elevator. It's a fast way to get down. Okay. But we haven't found the slides. So I'm not going to go anywhere until I find the slides. We can go up there? Wow. All the way to the top of the lighthouse. It's been long enough since I played this the last time that I honestly don't remember if we did all this or not. Oh, what are we seeing? Is his bike broken? Okay, so we have to go back to fix his bike. Is that what all we wanted to see? We can go up even higher. It's a good thing I'm not afraid of heights inside of games. Ooh, what's this? Oh, okay, we need to find a number. That's 3903. Okay, what number does it want me to have? A bird document. This looks like it was once a form to be completed by external educators who gave classes for Torville Elementary School. So he didn't want to teach. Alright. Burned form. I found the form that Villenbois was asked to fill out to continue his educational activities at local schools. Instead, he burnt it. So he didn't want to do that. Okay. And this, I'm going to have to figure out, do I know in my documents? I haven't had anywhere I needed to use his birthday yet either. Is there any numbers in here? Wait a second, what was this? Filling the counterweight, heading towards the marshes. Water wheel controller. I'm looking for numbers. Unless that's where we use his birth date. Okay, wait, go back. Alexander Villenbois, born 28th of June, 1904. So, 28604. Right? How many numbers did this take? Oh, 3. That won't work. Unless it's 208. Two. 8. 208. No. That's not what we're looking for. Okay. That's okay, we'll go find it. So... well, that was just that. I was curious about the thing that I thought was, yeah, right there. What is that going to point at? Did it do something? I guess we need to power it up first. Okay. So we have a lot of stuff yet to do. Because I need the other slide. Because I've only got the 2 slides. We can't get into the doors. I don't see another slide right here, but we do have one of them. Okay. And then if we want to look at it, that's the scarlet geese. And that's the men. Okay. Well, the scarlet geese is one of our things here. Annotated slide. On one of his slides, Valenbois has noted that the scarlet goose is the age-old guide that leads one towards the mysterious great white birds of Amerzone. Okay, we're going to have a lot of things to remember. Let's see if we can find the rest of the slides. Let's go back down. Okay, was there any slides over here? We looked at everything there, I thought. Oh, we're going to listen to a record. Just hearing like footsteps. We didn't look over here. Oh, what have we here? A phone number. Who are we gonna call? Not Ghostbusters. Did we have a number in our stuff? Let's see. Country interlocking key. Okay, can't do anything about that yet. We have a diskette. We don't have any about that. Did I have a phone number in here? No, I don't think so. But wasn't there a phone number in one of the letters? Return ticket. Instructions for the magazine. Zero 346528179. Okay, 036528179.
Hello, Museum of Natural History Paris, Curator Edouard Milo speaking. What? Valenbois? You again? I swear, I told you before, it's no use calling. Your expedition plans to the Amerzone do not interest us. You understand? We have neither the desire nor the means to back your fraudulent adventures. So I beg you to stop bothering us. My predecessors learned the hard way the cost of trusting you. I won't be taking it. You hear me? I am a serious scientist, sir. Goodbye, and good riddance.
I guess we have our answer. Okay, who else we gonna call? Password is my birthday. DDD, no phone number there. And there wasn't a phone number here either, was there? No. Okay. So I guess we go back. I want to find the other. Maybe they're down in the basement. Which we now have a key for. Because we have more slides to find. There we go. We're going to add power. Yep, we went to the basement. Turn the lights on in the basement. Okay. Not that easy, of course not. All right. So we're going to have to find some fuses. Because nothing's going to work until we find fuses. Shall we continue on the way we're going? Ooh, a door. Nope. Probably need power, so we'll go back. And see what's down here. Aha, here's where we're going to need its password. Let's get the power going first. Nothing we can do here? Okay. Yeah, that's his computer. But this just isn't gonna let us. We can't open a door, we can't push a button. We need fuses. Alright. So I guess we're gonna look around till we find fuses. We have our photographs there, we've got something there. Fuses? What on earth was that? Do you think we can find fuses around here? No? Okay. Whoops, I didn't mean to go down, but that's okay. Oh look, we can go up higher. Oh, 'cause that's we went down. Duh. Let's go look down here just one more time to be thorough. Make sure I didn't miss any. 'Cause I am good at missing things. No, you're not gonna open until we get some fuses. Okay, let's go find some fuses. There's no fuses around here. And no fuses around here. Okay. Do we want to go back and ask the bicycle guy? And we have to find another slide. Oh, look at one of the slides is right there. Portrait of a young woman. Seems like she meant a great deal to Valenbois. She does, and there's the slide of her. Portrait of a young woman looks the same as the one in the photo Valenbois is holding. 5'6". And then we have to find out what we can when we stick her in the slide thing. Okay, we can't go over there. And we didn't have a slide over here, did we? Yeah, we looked at everything here. Amerzone Delta. Oh, did we look at this? Okay. Yeah, we gotta get power down to the basement. That must be music, and I've got the music off, so we're not gonna hear that. Okay. That just goes down, that just goes up, but we need to go up so we can look at the... We want to look at this slide. This one here. Oh, and that's slide 5. So we have a few more slides to find. Okay. Okay, young woman in the portrait. You'll find it in your investigations. Forgive me, my darling. Okay. Annotated slide. Valenbo had hidden a slide depicting the same young woman as the one in the portrait. He was keeping close to him when he died. He'd scribbled a troubling apology on it. So that was important to know, apparently. Do you keep fuses back here? Apparently not. And we still have at least 2 more slides to find. Somewhere. We have the 3 numbers up here too, but I'm not sure what they're referring to. Oh. Aha, there's a note in here. That's one of our slides. A crowd of people with their arms raised. They seem to be carrying something, though it's difficult to make out what exactly it is. So we need to go put that one in the projector. Okay. I guess we'll go do that. Be cool if we had a slide right here too that I'm missing. Let's see, that's not doing. We need it to do. Where's the other slide? Is it downstairs? I bet it is. We have to figure out how to turn on the basement. Power. Oh wait, it's not you. Go away, go away, go away. We didn't have a slide hiding in here? Nope. Or along here. No slides hiding in here. Slide 4. We don't have other slides. Okay, let's go up to slide 4, and then we only need 1 more slide. The Ovo Velojos tribe, the guardians of the great white birds and their eggs. Okay, that didn't fill up one of my thingies. Letter from an old acquaintance, and then there's some stuff here too. So we're missing a lot of different things. I don't think there was any important numbers there. Turn the lights on in the basement. I don't think his travel journey is going to help any, am I? Oh, 6 degrees. Put the desk at in. The geese are flying off to the Amerzone. Okay. Where are we missing this last slide? We have to get the lights on in the basement. Nothing in here. Okay, so nothing I can do here except apparently with this. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay. Because it took so long, it was wondering if I needed help. Alright, so we got all the power on. We know the password is his birthday.
My dear friend, it's nice to see you again through these few pages. The previous ones ended with my arrival in Amerzone with my comrades, Alvarez and Makowski, in 1932. For some weeks, all three of us traveled to Puebla, a fort village upstream of the river Amazon Delta. It was there, in the mouth of an old drunken and erudite Indian, that I first heard of the great white birds. The white birds are dependent on the imposing volcano that rises above the Amazonian jungle. They are majestic skyships of sorts. They glide interminably, taking advantage of the thermals created by the heat from the craters. Every 3 years, one of the females of the colony abandons a single egg that will, all by itself, contain the entire next generation of white birds. But the embryos contained in the egg are subject, it seems, to a brutal alteration in their chromosomes due to the toxic gases that escape the volcano. Left to its own devices, the egg would hatch nasty little black birds with a precarious existence. It is, at this point, that the intervention of the Ovo-Volahos, an indigenous tribe descending from a very ancient and famous civilization of white bird worshippers, takes place. Ignoring the warnings of my companions, I set off towards the unknown, with the old Indian as my guide. After a month of traveling, I reached the Amazon Falls. Then, out of the blue, my guide had left me. I was starving and had no more strength, totally weakened by a vicious tropical disease. I owe my life to the hospitality of the native tribe living near the bottom of the falls. A young Indian girl patiently lavished on me the care that was necessary for my recovery.
So that's the girl in the picture.
To tell the truth, we never left each other after that. Her name was Yekumani. I loved her, and she loved me. And the months that followed were the most beautiful of my long life. But here we are, already approaching the sinister conclusion of this tale, my friend. There is still time for you to turn back. But if you decide not to, the end of my story is waiting where yours will begin.
Okay, letter addressed to me has been added to your documents, okay? So... Hydroflow operating system. I don't have anything to put in there. So we're not ready for that yet. Let's see what we have here. All kinds of... For the island, backup discount set. For departure. For the falls. For Puebla. Okay. We'll start with this one, I guess. A startup program and a plane mode for the hydrofloat. Okay. Valambois didn't have time to use it. So we can. Oh, I don't want to take it. Okay. Number 5. Blank and labeled number 5. What was Valambois going to burn onto it? Who knows? Number 4. Blank. So I guess the only diskette we can use is this one. Password. What is his birthday? It was in the book, wasn't it? Two eight 2861904. Two 8 06 04. Okay. Load. Oh. Okay. Valambois diskette has been added to your inventory. And that's all we want to do here. Okay, so what... Explore the basement, reach the end of the tunnel. And that's been added to my inventory. And this is the diskettes and blank diskettes. He planned to copy a number of computer diskettes apparently connected to the new expedition he was preparing to undertake to Amerzone. Sadly, death caught up with him before he could finish burning them all. So what did he want to put on them? That's a good question. For the island. But I don't get to take it with me. Okay. Anything else we can do in here? Let's get to the end of the tunnel. Alright. Can I go back and go up the elevator too? Well, let's finish this. Oh, is this that elevator that's outside? I guess. Oh, we're gonna go down. Not up. Oh, okay. Okay. What does this do? Well, that takes me up. Oh, it turns on all the lights. Alright. Wow. Lots to explore. Enter the strange craft. Don't I want to find another disc first? I mean, not disc, but slide? We can go up there. We can go down here. Oh, okay. Well, that puts me into the craft.
My friend, so you have decided to push your curiosity to the limit. I will never be able to thank you enough. And so it is without further ado that I will tell you the conclusion of my history. I ended the last part of my storytelling with the moments of happiness that I shared together with my one true love, Yakomani, the most beautiful weeks of my existence. Yet a strange event would put an end to the sweet bliss in which we were plunged. One morning, Yakomani signaled to me to watch what was happening through the branch walls of our hut. The fever of my illness, compounded with that of love, had eclipsed my faculties of scientific observation. But then and there, I suddenly came to myself. What I had just seen in the hands of the priest was the egg of the white birds. I wanted that egg more than anything else in the world. To take it back to Europe. Taste the glory of recognition from the worldwide scientific community. At dawn, I set off. never to see her again. I stole their only egg and took it back to Europe. I have put in danger the very existence of a truly exceptional living species. And I betrayed the trust of a young Indian girl who, I now know, was the only love of my life. At the museum, no one believed my stories about the white birds. I became the laughingstock of the scientific community, and my career was irreparably broken. It has been 10 years now since the museum returned the egg of the white birds to me. It miraculously remained intact, not having suffered from the ravages of time. The egg was alive.
And has the entire...
Since that day, I have only had one thing on my mind. Make right the wrong I have done, and take the egg back over there to the Amerzone. In the meantime, I have put it in a safe place. Today, everything is in place. I have developed a new hydrofloat that is specially designed for an expedition into the heart of the Amazon. I have carried out all the necessary checks and calculations and corrected all the imperfections. But, as I have already told you, I am now an old man, and I no longer have the strength to undertake such a journey. So it is up to you. You who seem to be interested. It is you that I'm asking to take my place. Go back to the Amazon and take back the egg. I beg you. Good luck, and may God protect you, my friend, Alexandre Valenbois.
Okay. So we have to start the strange craft, but I don't want to do that just yet. What is this? Valenbois to-do list. Recopy corrupted diskettes. Retry update 099 in safe mode. Install fully automatic readiness module for the craft. Validate version. Wait. Yeah. Okay. And this is a map. Map of the Atlantic Ocean. The map shows the route from Valenbois Lighthouse in Brittany to Shipwreck Island off the coast of South America. Okay. Is that where the egg's gonna sit? Can I get it on there? Okay. So we have some other stuff to do. I want to go in there and see what's going on in there. So let's go back over there. This might be where our last slide is. Ooh. A diagram of the elevator used to enter the sea base, but something doesn't add up. What doesn't add up? There's our last slide. The diagram with mathematical annotations. I'll need a projector to make out what it is. Okay. Okay, so we already looked at that, and it was all something with, right, what have we got in here? Start the strange craft. And in here we have our new slide. And in here, oh. And in here we have our elevator plan. I saw an elevator out there, and in here we have diskettes. His to-do list. He has a problem with the data corruption on some of the strange diskettes he had copied with a view to embarking on his journey. Alright, let's go back and look at this slide. Unless we want to go on down here before we leave and just see what's down there. Just because we can. Well, what's up there? Is that the elevator thingy? Oh. What does this do? Oh, okay. It's gonna pick up something. Like an egg, maybe. Okay. When we're ready to do that. Which we're not ready to do yet. What is this? Gas? Okay. Full of fuel. Okay, well that's a good thing. So what's on down here? Okay, you can double click it to skip all this, but I don't want to. Oops. What's in here? You found a map of the lighthouse. With this, you can now travel instantly to the various areas in this location. To do so, go to the fast travel tab of the journal and select your destination. Oh, okay. Okay. And this is ooh. Oh, is this that elevator? Oh, okay, I have to close the door first, of course. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Open the door. Oh, this is a different area. Okay. 59. That's what we want our number to be, huh? 59. Okay. Oh, and another It's difficult to see the image without a projector, but it seems to show a demolished wall. Okay. Well, see, this is cool. So this is the elevator that we were looking at out there, that we now have power to. All right. We get it. So we just need to set this at 59. Am I going the right way? Yeah. Okay, so it is 0. Oh, I'm going to do this. 0. And now we're going to do this one, and we're going to go to 5. Turn it. Is that still not right? I thought that's what that said. Okay. Forget it, we goofed. I could have sworn that said 59, but what do I know? Okay, we're going to go in here and look at these last 2 slides. Oh, you're not the slide guy. Never mind, go away. You're the slide guy. Okay, we got that slide. And we've got that slide. Okay. So this is 59 plus 6, of course, so that would be 65, right? So 65 is what it is. Okay. Okay, we saw that one. And we saw that one. Okay. Forgive me, my darling. The egg will be safe here. Okay. So it's 65. So 59 plus 6, of course, which is 65. Should have known that. Okay. 60. Five. Yep, that was it. Okay, so it turned a gate that way, which did something important somewhere. And the jerry can has gas. We only have 1 of 2, 3 of 4, 3 of 4. The scarlet geese, only 2 of 6 of this one. And this is the fast travel. Okay. So we're at the dome. Should we go to the computer room? Oh, here it is, right here. Extremely strong with some kind of hook on top or a wedge. Okay. So that must be what goes right there. Okay. There we go. But it's going to stop right here because of that. This is what we needed to do? Oh. What am I going to use? I don't think the gas can would be a good thing. Okay. So I need like a shovel or something, huh? Okay. Like a shovel or a hammer or something. Nothing I can see through here. Or in here. Right there. How come it doesn't give me a... Aha. Use with caution. Okay, where's the other thing I'm supposed to be noticing on it? Well used, judging by its condition, probably on brickwork. Okay. Okay, so let's go back. Where was that elevator? It was down here. Oh wait, no, we want the upper one. Okay, and that's in place. Okay, now we know what we're doing. Here we go. Okay. This is where we're going to find the egg. Yep, there it is. Yay! The egg of the white bird of Amerzone. You'll find it in your investigations. Yep. Okay. We have a secret room. All right. A skull. Snake skull, but what is it for? I don't know. Thank you for your patience and your payment. Everything is in order. You certainly have quite the project ahead of you. The kind that's likely to cost you a great deal of money and may not even work properly. Not to mention all the paperwork. So if I may, my son Simon loves this type of project. He's a good kid with a proven track record. And he won't bother you with legal declarations, if you know what I mean. Just give me the word and I'll see to it that he gives you a good price, Mr. Reynard. Cool. Okay. Book. The Great White Birds of Amerzone. According to some ancient myths, the Amerzone was home to the Avis alba, a creature with ivory white plumage, also known as the Great White Bird. These legless birds were said to glide for all eternity without once touching the ground, even after death. The legend originated from the Ovo Valojos tribe, native to Amerzone, a people who lived in symbiosis with these creatures of flight, to the point, as legend would have it, of helping them to reproduce by protecting their fertilized eggs with a unique process. Well, that's interesting. Sketch of a ritual. There's ceremony of the egg rite. And that's the egg. Oh, we can go there. Okay. So we know what those do. We gotta figure out how to get the egg loaded up. I wonder why this didn't give me more information in my little information thing. That's obviously where he kept it. Nothing through here except that, which apparently I don't want to keep. Okay. Oh. Okay, so we gotta get the thing to go over there. Okay. So we need to switch this out right here. Does it have something to do with this up here? No. We need that to go over there instead. Which is what we're going to do with this. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to come over here. And we're going to let this go. Okay, now we can come over to the egg. And let it get loaded. Have to click first. Okay, now we have to bring it back here. And switch that back around again. We're about to get this show on the road here. And then we're going to get this switched over. Okay. And now we can come back over here. And we'll be ready to get our egg loaded. Except that we need to open this up. Now what? Can I push that, or do I have to? Oh, I just want to look at it. Okay. Okay. Now what we need to do is bring it back and then let it go again, I guess. Bring it back. See, I didn't know if the door would open up automatically when it went running over there. But it figures that it didn't. But now we're going to use this. Off we go. Okay, what is this gonna do now? Is that it? We're done. Okay, now let's go to read my article. It is a tragedy that played into the hands of Antonio Alvarez Villamboa, traveling companion. He sees power of Amerzone. Okay. Okay. I hope you could read that on your own. The secret room of the lighthouse. Okay, we're done with the egg. We've got to find a second life as a recluse and diskettes and preparations. More about the scarlet geese, resistance in Amerzone. Boy, we have all kinds of stuff we haven't found. The young woman in the portrait. Huh. Okay, we are going to go to... Is it Sea Base? Fast travel currently unavailable. Okay, so we have to actually... We'll stop. Actually go back on our own. Okay, now we gotta get this. I don't know where we put gas in it, but let's get the egg loaded. I never got the egg loaded in the demo when I was playing around with the demo. I didn't know how to find the egg. Okay, this needs to go over, I think, that far. I might have gone too far. Gotta get it lined up with the egg. No, see, that's too far. And see, it's not close enough. Too far. Okay, so what is the deal? Let's go look at it. And I can't really do anything with it. It's not that thing. don't know. What's it telling me I need to do? Start the strange craft. Okay. So maybe that's what I need to do next. But how? I mean, obviously it needs gas. Can I go back a little farther? Put in gas. Aha. Okay. Gas tank. There we go. Okay, please insert a diskette. Okay, where am I going to insert it? Right there. Load. Plane mode available. Plane. We don't have the egg. The launch wrap is okay. Missing the egg. Load the egg to the hydrofloat. Okay, so now we're ready to load it. Okay. Problem is that thing. Will it go over? Seeing it goes over too far. No, it doesn't. Okay. Right there. There we go. We did it! Yay! Egg is loaded. Okay. Enter the coordinates into the hydrofloat. What about all the other information I'm missing? Okay, we got you done. Okay. We didn't get you done. We got you done. It sent copies. Okay, so I have to get those from the other things. Okay. We didn't get all this done. There's a very first one. And we didn't get the scarlet geese done. There's a lot we didn't get done. But here... So do I want to dig around? I don't really want to dig around and try to find all that other stuff. Do I know what it is? Okay, it's going to be plain. Coordinates waiting. Okay, what's it gonna be? Okay, same as I used for the launch ramp. That makes sense. Sheesh, I'm stupid. Okay, 065. Confirm. Yes. What, I'm missing spark plugs? Oh. Oh. Okay. There's the wings. This has to go up. There we go. Okay. Form Valley. Nancy. Why? What's it putting on me? Ready for launch. Continue. Okay, take flight for a long journey. No return journey has been programmed. Okay. Off we go. Progression towards launching pad. Okay, and that's the one that we turned to go the way we need to. Okay. Rest recommendation. Or recommended. So we need to go take a rest while we fly with the birds. Hours, 54 minutes. Okay. Go and sleep through the journey. But of course, why not? It's easy. And off we go. Out what's going on. Well, we're going to find out what's going on in the next video, I believe. Probably got a bird stuck in the engine. Water landing. We're in plane mode. Shall we switch it and land first, and then we'll end this video and save it for the next one? There we go. I thought it was going to go dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. But it just went dee-dee-dee-dee. Okay, we've got to figure out where we're going from here. And as I said, we will do that in the next video. Use the throttle. Yeah, we're gonna save this and do it in the next video. I hope you're enjoying this. I guess it just saves automatically. If you are, leave a like, please, and leave a comment, please, if you have something to say. I do love the comments, so please think about it, and please do subscribe because it helps me out so much, and I will see you in the next adventure. Bye bye for now.